Further debate? I recognize the member from Guelph.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to speak on motion 91 to include unproven technology, small modular reactors in the province's environment, climate and energy plans. And while I understand why the member from Durham, with 2 nuclear reactors in her area, would put forward this motion, and why the member would stand up for the nuclear industry, I'm here to stand up for the people who pay the bills, the people of Ontario. If this government is serious about lowering electricity costs and addressing the climate crisis, then why would they pour billions of dollars into an unproven, high-cost source of energy while closing the door and literally ripping out of the ground lower-cost, cleaner sources of clean energy? Speaker, this motion is about squeezing
the member from Durham will come to order.
Speaker, thank you. This motion is about squeezing the government's nuclear ambitions into their made-to-fail climate plan, which the Auditor General has already ripped apart. The window to tackle the climate crisis is closing. The small modular reactors are unproven technology, and the best estimate is that they won't be commercially viable for 10 years. Speaker, we cannot wait 10 years to address the climate crisis. The government has already wasted 2 years. My colleagues in the NDP have said that cost estimates on SMRs are 19 to 79 cents a kilowatt hour. I talked to a number of academics. I did find somebody who suggested they might be as low as 16 cents a kilowatt hour. So let's put that into comparison. The Nationwide wind farm that the government's ripping out of the ground was contracted at 7 cents a kilowatt hour. In 2018, Alberta signed contracts for wind power at 3.7 cents a kilowatt hour. A year later, they signed contracts for solar power at 4.8 cents a kilowatt hour. We can buy Quebec water power at 5 cents a kilowatt hour. In 2017, we procured energy savings at 2 cents a kilowatt hour. But this government is cancelling renewable energy contracts and cutting programs to help people save money by saving energy. There is no viable business case for SMRs in Ontario. Speaker, I feel like the government is stuck in 2010, obsessed with the mistakes that the Liberals made back then with renewable energy. And a lot has changed in the last decade. Global investors have poured $2.6 trillion into renewable energy in the last 10 years. Bloomberg says they will pour $322 billion a year each and every year into renewable energy over the next 5 years. And why are investors so bullish on wind and solar? Because in the last 10 years, and I know they cite 10-year-old figures, in the last 10 years, the cost of solar energy has dropped by 84%. The cost of wind energy has dropped by 50%. But the Ford government is closing the door on investments in renewable energy, literally ripping up contracts at a cost of $231 million and counting, to bet billions on unproven technology. So, Speaker, this motion is not about fighting climate change. It's about creating cover to pour billions more into the nuclear industry. It's about closing Ontario for business to the truly clean, green energy sources of the future that the rest of the world is investing in. And if we don't, we're going to be left behind in Ontario. You know, the government has talked a lot about consulting with First Nations. I just want to quote Anishinaabe Grand Council Chief Glenn Hare. And I quote, "SMRs and nuclear power in general represents an unacceptable risk to our nation. The Anishinaabe Nation is vehemently opposed to any effort to situate SMRs within our territory." End quote. Speaker, this motion will delay climate action, It will increase electricity prices, and it will hurt Ontario's economy, and I encourage my colleagues to vote against it.